Hi there, Great Question Scholars. I'm here to kind of show you a little bit about making connections. There's several instances in them with discussions where I saw you guys kind of talking about how that works. So you can go to Making Connections here in Blackboard. There is a topics list that for your first Making Connections I would like you to choose from. And there's early civilizations, classical Greek, Roman, global classics, Europe, all the way through to toward the end of the Renaissance. So I don't really care where you choose from the timeline. Just make sure that whatever you're doing in your group, you guys aren't doing the same thing. So if you guys would like to work through this chronologically, you can. If you all want to just pick something from each different group, so you're all talking about something different, that is fine as well. And the assignment, you're going to explore that list of great works, select a work that interests you, conduct research on that work, and then present that research via Google Slides. You're going to submit your notes, your references, and a 300-word personal reflection on what you learned about another topic in Blackboard. So your assignment should contain the name of the work, the time period, the genre. You should be discussing what's the basic storyline. If it's a written work, is it a sculpture? Is it a building? What physical attributes does it have? A lot of this here in 1 through 6 is covered in your basic slide number 1, which we'll look at in a second. And then 7, 8, and 9 are looking at what was the importance of this work? Who thought it was important? Who was it created for? Why do you think it's cool? What are the human values or ideas that come to mind from this work? And then don't forget your references. There is a research guide that we put together for this project, and as you see, it's broken up by time period. So if you decided to do the Enuma Elish, here's some information on that to get you started. If you wanted to do something classical and global, here's some of the copies and images that go along with those items. So you're not starting from, I don't know what this is, I don't know where to go. This kind of gives you directions on where to go. Again, that's in the Research Guide for Great Questions seminar. So you guys are in groups of 5, and I made you each your own individual slideshows, so you won't be scrolling through 500 submissions. You will be looking at just presenting your group. Now, when you write your personal reflection, you can write your personal reflection about something you learned in your group, or you can click on any of these. Please only post yours in your group. So if you are a member of group 1, I'm going to click on this link real quick. If you are a member of group 1, this is your template for making connections. I have an example right here. Then you're going to be doing 3 of these throughout the semester, and your slides go in between here. So there's a section 1, a section 2, and a section 3 after unit 1, after unit 2, after unit 3. So if you look at my sample 2-handled vase example, I have an image, I have a name, I have the period, the date, the culture, the medium, the dimensions. I have a reference for where it came from. I have my name. This is going to be your slide 1, and it's going to look exactly like that for every single thing you do. So it's very simple. You just need to copy this slide and redo it down here. So if I was to, I can do edit, copy, and then go down here and paste. So I would take this slide and I would make my own item. And then I would change all the information to match my new item. Now the second slide, which also goes with it, is page 2, and this sort of tells you a little bit about it and why I chose it. I chose this item because here Medusa is a protector. She's not a vengeful evil monster that turned people into stone. They've kind of a different version of Medusa, a different representation of Medusa. And when I was researching this item, that's what I found really cool about it. You can copy this, go right here, and paste. And then you would put your information. Research here. So you're going to do 3 over the course of the semester. You're going to have an informational slide, and then you're going to have a research slide. So that's what this is going to look like. So there's going to be 2 slides for each member in your group. So there should be 10 slides by the time you're done with Making Connections 1. Your notes and reflections get turned in here. You can also put your references. If you used a lot of references, don't mess up your slide with all your references. Feel free to either write it here or attach your references and your personal reflection here. Again, not due until September 27th, so we still have a little bit of time. Cancel. And we're going to wait for it. So again, this is a little video just leading you through the Making Connections assignment. Again, there's a topic list that you can choose from. You can choose from the topic list from all 3 assignments. I just require that you use it for the first one. If you have some items that you have come across in your life that are not on our list, please feel free to share them with us as long as they're in the timeline of prehistory to the Renaissance. So you do have a research guide that you can use to help you find things. You have the slideshow, again, your slideshow for your group, but it is an individual project. You are just sharing it with your group, so we don't have to scroll through 500 pages. In the past, I've done it to where everyone had one slideshow, and it gets complicated toward the end of the semester because people don't know where things are and they're scrolling up and down. So I made it this way in hopes that it would be easier for you, but if it gets confusing, please communicate with me and let me know. So that is Making Connections. And again, it's due on the 27th of September, so in about 11 days. If you have any other questions, please feel free to ask me. Again, I have an open room in Collaborate that nobody visits me in, much like a regular professor's office hours. If you want to meet with me face-to-face or at least voice-to-voice and screen share, I can help walk you through anything you might have a question on. Just send me a text message or email me. And if you have any questions, I'm here for you guys. Have fun and keep up the good work.